Well, we're back with another one.
This shit. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's.
So, as you know, Trump was elected president and he will be starting in 2025. One of his plans was to dismantle
the United States Department of Education.
Brian Walters, State Superintendent of Public Instruction in Oklahoma, has sent out a letter to the parents of Oklahoma regarding federal public education policies and more. Let's check it out. This memo addresses 5 major areas where eliminating the U.S. Department of Education and moving to block grants that will restore authority to states, allowing communities to decide what's best for their children. Number 1, championing parent rights. So the Biden administration labeled parents as threats and tried to silence their concerns. States, when restored control, will ensure parents' voices are not just heard, but respected. Number 2, ending social indoctrination in classrooms. Federal funds have been used to force radical agendas like promoting boys and girls sports and pushing divisive gender and racial ideologies. With block grants, states can reject these mandates and focus on real education over propaganda. Number 3, protecting patriotism in curriculum.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Schools are pressured to teach books that undermine American values and ignore the truth about American history. By removing federal overreach, states can make sure students learn a patriotic curriculum that respects our country and honors our shared heritage.
Okay, girl, bye.
Number 4, stopping illegal immigrants' impact on schools. Open border policies flood schools with unregulated demands, stretching resources meant for American kids. States free from federal overreach could manage these impacts in ways that protect classroom and prioritize their communities. And number 5, blocking foreign influence in our schools. So federal policies tie funding to outside agendas, allowing China and other adversaries to infiltrate our education system. Without federal strings, states could reject foreign interference and ensure schools promote only American values. That is from the State Superintendent of Public Schools. Let me say something about number 3, protecting patriotism in the curriculum. See, y'all try to pull this little stunt called the 1776 Commission, which was designed to promote a version of American history that downplayed the role of racism and slavery. And we saw that as an attempt to erase or rewrite Black history. So, homeboy, you're going to have to explain that patriotic curriculum that respects our country and heroes' shared heritage. If you've never heard of critical race theory, I'll explain it to you. CRT, aka critical race theory, is a way of looking at how racism has shaped laws and systems in America, like housing, policing, and education. It's mostly taught in colleges, but recently the term has been used to criticize any teaching about racism or systemic injustice, even in middle and high schools. But in August of this year, the AP African American Studies course launched globally. It started out back in 2022, 2023 as a way for students to really grasp African American history, what has happened throughout the United States of America. History, meaning if you're going to teach U.S. history, you got to throw in what happened with the racism and everything else in between. Makes me wonder if everyone is worried about Trump coming back, which I mean he is, and we're also concerned about patriotic curriculums in education, you might want to download that guide, that student guide for that AP African American Studies class. the cool thing is, I wrote an article about it. So be sure you jump down on that website below and grab that little PDF. So even if they're not teaching it in your children's schools anymore, you can teach it to them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is Ms. Wisdom, and I'm out.